Let's get it.
I didn't think I was mentally strong enough or at a point in my journey where I could go to someone's house that's cooking or grilling and not be tempted to eat the macaroni and cheese that they made, not be tempted to eat the ribs, especially when I started my vegan journey. Good morning, you guys. So today is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Okay, a couple of things. I'm sore from legs yesterday, more so my glutes. I think that's because we did the reverse lunges and then those V stance squats. So even though it was quad focused day, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys, you're using pretty much everything lower half when you're doing any type of squat, any type of lunge. So yes, I am sore. So we're going to be starting with seated shoulder press. It's a little crowded over there, so I was like, let's introduce the video over here. I'm still warming up, going through my typical warm up when doing chest. So I start with some overhead shoulder stuff with some 5-pound plates. Then I'll get into some underhand tricep pull downs. Then I do some chest press with the cable, so kind of like bent over like this. And then I get into some shoulder flies. So I just go through that circuit about 3 times, and then I make my way to seated shoulder press or incline press or flat bench press, whatever press, but that's pretty much how I warm up for that. So I'm gonna do one more set over here, and then we'll make our way over to the dumbbells so we can start the seated shoulder press. All right, you guys, I'm gonna start with 45s to see how that feels. All right, here we go. One more. All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna need help on my first rep. Okay. All right, you guys, I got 50s this time. Hey.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Drive. That's right. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Push it, baby, push it, baby. That's right, that's right. Let's get another one. I'm with you. Another one of you. Use that breath. Use your breathing. Come on, get it. Get it. That's right. Good.
That's it. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Whew. Fuck. Oh, man. One more set like that. All right, you guys, set number 3. All right. 1, 2.
Let's go. Let's get up. That's on you. Let's get it. Come on. That's right. That's right. Stay focused. Stay focused. I'm with you. We're going to drive this. We're going. Come on. No, we're going for 4 more. I'm with you. Put a little something on it. I'm with you. Come on. 2. Let's go. Push that shit, baby. I'm with you. Let this fall. 1 more. Oh, money.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I've been trying to get there. I haven't gotten there yet. I've been trying for months. What? got that in. I ain't got it in me. All right, you guys, the most challenging part of today is completed. That's why I always save that type of stuff for the beginning. So it's not that, it's not that it's smooth sailing from there, but it's just, I don't know, something about heavy pressing that just completely takes me out. Then on top of that, you guys, I am on my cycle and I'm on day one of it. So it's pretty tough today, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna do the best that we can do. Don't feel bad if you have to lighten your load when you're lifting. That's just a part of womanhood, and I think science has proven that we're not as strong on that during that time of the month, so it just is what it is. But anyways, so we're gonna do some tricep pull downs, underhand grip, and in between these, I'm gonna superset with some closed grip push-ups. Want to incline behind me, so I'll just go to failure, and then I'll take my lap around the gym, and we'll just keep moving from here on out. So let's get into set one. I think we can do 35 pounds. Let's see how that feels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Woo. Fuck. I'm gonna go do some push-ups. All right, you guys, set two. Oh. 6. 9. Woo-wee. Push-ups. Right here. Nah. Woo. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Woo. All right, you guys, last set. 2, All right, you guys, we're gonna do some chest flies. One more. No, fuck. Jesus. Woo. All right, here we go. I got one more. Okay. Raise it up some. Do a few more. All right, you guys, set number 2. I added 5 pounds to it. It's a little heavy, I don't know. All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. Got 5. Let me take the weight back down. It's crazy what 5 pounds can do. Like 5 pounds can make a huge difference. All right, back down to 25. Let's finish this out. All right, here we go. I feel uneven. Okay. Woo-wee. Jesus. All right, here we go. That's it. Woo. All right, you guys, we're gonna do some shoulder raises. I have 2 15-pound dumbbells. Just gonna go to failure. So as long as I can get more than 12, that's great. And in between that, there's a tricep dip machine here. We'll superset with that, and then I'll take my lap around the gym. So let's get into it. Here we go. Woo-wee. Woo wee. Woo wee. Jesus Christ. Nah. Okay. Woo. Eight, 9. Woo. All right, you guys. So that concludes chest day. Let's see. Let's pull up everything. We worked out for a grand total of 96 minutes. That included my warm up. My warm up was about 13 to 15 minutes long. And we burned a total of 900 calories. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. The guy who spotted me on seated shoulder press today, he also spotted me 3 days ago on flat bench dumbbell press. So he was, asking me like, what gym did I come from? I told him I came from Gold's Gym, and he's a personal trainer, and he was telling me to check out American Family. He said American Family Fitness, they have a lot of good stuff. It's not like super crowded during this time. So like y'all, when I record and stuff, it's between like 8 a.m. to like 11 a.m. So he was saying like it's really not crowded at those times. They have a lot of really good equipment, pool, like so he said he was like they are $54 a month, so it's definitely higher than Planet Fitness and Gold's, but he was like they have basketball courts, they have pools, so I might check out American Family. I don't know which one would be like the closest one because there's multiple in my area, so he was saying like you would get access to all of them. So I got to see like which one would be closest, and then maybe we can see about that. If I do American Family, I'll probably just let Gold's go completely. Like I'm not trying because Gold's Gym is $35. So let's see. I haven't been to Gold's Gym in like a week and several days now. So, but I eventually I plan on like bouncing back and forth. Let's see. So Gold's is 35. Planet Fitness is 24, and then if I add American Family, that's $115 a month on gym memberships. I ain't doing that. If I do decide to do American Family, I would let go of Gold's completely. But swimming would be cool. I used to love swimming. Like I love the water. I love swimming. So that might be something that I do, like just for fun, doing like lap swims and stuff. Definitely was a vibe of mine. Okay. So a couple of things. One, my hair is not done. So no, I have to try to find someone to do my hair. She has some stuff going on, so she canceled. and she doesn't know when she'll be doing hair again. So, just like, bruh. I have to go try to find someone to do my hair today. I might go to the Africans. I don't know. I don't know. Because the thing with the Africans, like, they don't take appointments. And I hate just, like, sitting around waiting. And, like, they'll tell you, oh, it's only going to be a few minutes. And a few minutes turns into, like, hours. Because they don't want you to leave. Like, I can't stand that. So, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, y'all. I don't know. It really killed my vibe yesterday. I'm not going to lie. Because I am not going to lie. But it is what it is. Shit happens. I know. It's just annoying because I don't have, like, another braider on standby. So now I have to, like, hunt for someone, you know. But it is what it is. Okay, so a couple of things to you guys. One, so I posted a reel yesterday on Instagram, and I was talking about how I managed to lose 115 pounds. Like, what things did I do? And one of the things I said was I hired a personal trainer that prioritized weightlifting. Then I said I changed what I ate. I became vegan 4 months into my journey. Then I said I stopped. Let me see exactly what I said. Hold on, let me pull it up because we about to get into it. Let me see exactly what I said. Let me find it. Okay, here we go. I hired a personal trainer that prioritized weightlifting. I changed what I ate. I became vegan 4 months into my weight loss journey. And 3, I worked on my mental health and focused on why I was overeating in the first place. And then 4, I stopped going to happy hours and family dinners where they didn't have foods I could eat. Okay, so this is number 4 is what we're going to talk about. And I'm only bringing this up because, what was it? Someone on Instagram had commented, like, so you don't hang out with family anymore, or you're not going to hang out with them until you reach your goal. Like, can you elaborate on that? So yes, I'm going to elaborate on it. So first of all, I want y'all to understand, like, food is an addiction. It can be addictive, I should say. It can be addictive. And if you're anything like how I was addicted to food. I was addicted to sugar. I was addicted to fried foods. I was addicted to everything under the sun that's not healthy, right? I was also just addicted to eating in order to deal with stress, okay? When I say that I stopped going to family dinners and stuff, that was just during the few months that I was trying to really get started on my weight loss journey. Like, basically coming into recovery phase, I guess you could call it. Like, when you're trying to do something and it's not your normal, sometimes it's hard to resist temptation. You know what I mean? Like, you say you want to do something, but when you're trying to change, it's hard to change right away, right? And, like, you could easily be triggered and easily, like, fall off the wagon just because it's eating right or exercising has just not become a habit of yours yet. So when I say that I stopped going to family dinners and stuff, what I mean is, like, restaurants. And on top of that, like, a lot of restaurants can't accommodate me anyways because I'm vegan, and they may have some ways to make a dish vegan, but then it's not, like, really a meal. I like meals, y'all. Like, if I go out with family to a restaurant, I want to be able to eat too. So if we're going to a pizza restaurant, I want a pizza too. You know what I mean? Like, if we're going to an Italian restaurant, I want to be able to order some type of pasta dish as well. I don't want a freaking side of broccoli and a side of mashed potatoes with no butter, because the butter is not going to be vegan, and that's my meal. Like, that's not fun. That's not fun for anybody. Like, come on. So, and people be doing that. Like, people will say, like, oh, they have a side of asparagus and they have a sweet potato. That's not what I want. If you're gonna get a meal, I want a meal too. Okay, so let's just be clear on that, because people do be trying that. It's because, like, I guess I just don't think about it. I don't know. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. The point is, you guys, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to change how you're eating, you have to, like, remove yourself from environments that don't align with what you're trying to do. So let me give you another example. I've been open about the fact that I used to have a drinking problem. Um, and I just maybe like this time last year was even strong enough to say like I was an alcoholic. Like that was something I just never wanted to use that word, because to me alcoholic sounds like someone who's like driving while they're drunk, falling asleep in bathtubs, sweating when they don't get their fix. Like that's what I would consider alcoholic, and none of those things are things that I did. Now, was I physically dependent on alcohol? No, I never had like sweats, or I was never fidgety like if I couldn't get a drink. But I was mentally dependent on alcohol. Like I needed alcohol to cope with how stressed out I was at work, how stressed out I was about family things. So in that sense, yes, I was an alcoholic. So therefore, and I was drinking every day. I was drinking every day. I never missed a day, just by the way. So, I guess I had too much pride to admit to the fact that I had a drinking problem. And I just got to a point, like I said, last year, where I was able to open up and talk to y'all about it, because it was just a touchy subject for me. Because, like I said, for the longest time, that's what I was doing. I didn't consider alcoholism, but it was alcoholism. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when you're trying to fix yourself, you try to like, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like you want to feel like superior. Like it's like ego, it's like pride, like, oh no, it wasn't that bad, so no, that's not what I was. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I was experiencing. I haven't had a drink in 3 years, but the point I'm making is it was hard for me to openly say like I was an alcoholic. Like that word just would trigger me. But regardless, I when I decided I didn't want to drink anymore, I didn't keep alcohol in the house, and I wasn't hanging out at bars. Okay, like I was really trying to release myself from that vice. So I avoided places where I could get a drink. I used to go into restaurants and automatically sit at the bar. Like that was my thing. One, because there's no wait time, but then two, it's because you could just talk to the bartender, order drinks. It was just like my thing. And I was a solo drinker. Like I would go to the bar by myself, or not even a bar, just any sit down restaurant, and I would sit at their bar. Um, I used to do that all the time. So when I decided I didn't want to drink anymore and I didn't want to be like that anymore, I stopped going to restaurants, because my trigger would be to go sit at the bar and have drinks. And also I didn't have alcohol in the house anymore. I got rid of it. So, and that's what I needed to do in order to release myself from that vice, that addiction. So the same is true with food. If there's certain restaurants that you go to and you get a specific dish, and it's like your favorite dish, you can't resist it, it's so good to you, don't go there. If going to happy hour triggers you to order drinks and get certain desserts, certain appetizers that don't align with your weight loss goals, stop going to happy hour. If every time you go to family dinners and they're cooking nothing but like fried chicken and candied yams and just a whole bunch of your favorite foods, and you're not at a point in your journey where you can resist that, and they don't cook anything for you, or you don't feel strong enough to bring your own food and resist what's going to be at that house, don't go. That's what I mean by that. Like sometimes you have to remove yourself out of the environment that you're recovering from, so that you can actually recover from it. And I don't know if everyone considers food an addiction. I've never been addicted to a drug, so I can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, recovering from food is the same as recovering from fentanyl. Like I have no idea what it feels like to be addicted to fentanyl. I've never done drugs. But what I will say is there is scientific evidence that proves that sugar is an addiction. And I have been addicted to food. I mean, I have been addicted to food. I have needed, something sweet every day, multiple times a day. I have experienced when you're trying to stop eating sugar, how you get cravings, how you get headaches, how you have mood swings. All of that exists. Now, am I like sweating and, cramping up and can't move and throwing up? No, it's not like that, but it's still addictive. Sugar is still addictive. So I say all this to say, when you're really trying to change yourself, when you're really trying to do something different than what you've always done, that's going to require you to move differently. And people who support you, people who love you, they're not going to take it personally. They're going to understand, like, this isn't about me, this is about you on your new journey to being healthier, right? And the people who have a problem with it, then tell them to go kick rocks, okay? Because it's not about them, it's about you. And I think, I stayed to myself when I started my weight loss journey for about 4 months. It was about a good 4 to 5 months before I decided to start, reintegrating myself back with family, because like I've told y'all before, my whole family is overweight. My whole family is overweight. The only person who's not overweight is my brother. Everyone is overweight. So everyone eats unhealthy. So therefore, like, that's a trigger for me, like, or was a trigger. It's not anymore, but it was. I didn't think I was mentally strong enough or at a point in my journey where I could go to someone's house that's cooking or grilling and not be tempted to eat the macaroni and cheese that they made, not be tempted to eat the ribs, especially when I started my vegan journey. It was hard because I used to love meats. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to love fried chicken, I used to love beef ribs. I used to love wings. I used to love pizza. Like, I used to love a lot of those foods, and I wanted to be vegan, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it wouldn't have been a challenge to throw all that shit out the window and go eat some macaroni and cheese. So, because I was trying to be healthy, because I was trying to be vegan, like, I just had to stay away from that for a while. Even when it came to going to restaurants, yeah, maybe they did at that time, maybe they did have vegan options, but I don't even know if I was strong enough at that time to not resist ordering some chicken Alfredo. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I am today, but when I was first starting, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I didn't try to find out either. I just avoided it. So, that's what I meant by that. And, to each his own. Some people have stronger willpower than others. I think that willpower comes, but it's also just common sense. You are your environment. And, like I use the example of trying to get clean off of a drug or whatever. Like, if it's in your face, it's going to be that much harder to resist it. So just don't be around it until you're at a point where you're good, right? Now I'm at a point I can sit at a table and not be tempted to eat any meat, dairy, or seafood. But I still want something to eat too. Okay, so that's the point I'm saying. Like, I still want something to eat too. Like, no, I'm not going to eat someone else's dish, but I want my meal too. I don't want to sit at a table and just be sitting here like this while everybody's eating and enjoying their food, and I'm just sitting here looking at this steamed asparagus. Like, come on. So, like, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope y'all think about that. Changing your life, especially if you've been doing certain things for a really long time or your whole life, that's really hard to do. And most people don't do it. Most people don't have enough willpower, enough discipline to stick with something. Most people give up when it gets hard. So you have to think of ways to make it easier. Not saying it's going to be completely easy, but it's easier to stay on track when you're not around people who are off track. Okay? So, just some food for thought. So, we're going to end this video here, you guys. I have to find someone to do my hair, and I don't know what time to get home. And all the things. So, if you guys want to see what we did yesterday for legs, make sure y'all click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys.